Welcome to NCTV Baseball, where our Mifflin County Huskies have game one of this doubleheader against the reigning state champ, Cedar Cliff Colts. Hello, everybody. My name's Aiden Stevens. Middle of the school day, so highly doubt anybody's watching from school, but, have fun in your remainder of the day. Rain is looming out in right field. Might be blowing towards us, so that'll be a possibility of a rain delay, which in that case I would have to end the stream, and then we'd come back onto the air eventually afterwards. But actually the sun is poking out as the captains and coaches meet at home plate. For this first game, Mifflin County is going to be the visiting team, so we'll see Evan Strohacker take them out. Go up against Peyton Price, who, the nicest way to put it, owned the Huskies in their last meeting. At a complete game shutout. And won that one in 5 innings. 10-0 was the final score of that first game. Had a doubleheader at Cedar Cliff last season. And I must say, being out here, it is cold. The wind is not helping. It's very cold. Very not fun weather. That's how I'm going to be describing it. But we're centered up behind home plate. When we return, first pitch from Price. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball.
And now for you, our Mifflin County Huskies. Leading off, senior center fielder number 23, Evan Strohacker. Batting second, senior second baseman number 27, Madden Weaver. Batting third, junior shortstop number 15, Carl Shirey. Batting cleanup today, senior first baseman number 44, Chase Leaster. Batting fifth and playing third base, senior number 17, Lincoln Rubble. Batting sixth, senior catcher number 11, Easton Luckling. This is junior pitching number 43, Thad Gerwin. Senior designated hitter number 7, Jake Marshall. Senior right fielder number 4, Reed Christine. And senior left fielder number 1, Joel Beamer. The Huskies are coached by Ray Hubble and assisted by Brett Leaster, Daniel Cook-Sturfer, and Jeff Canady. The umpires for today's game are Scott Miller and Brett Abear. Would you please rise, if you are able, and place your right hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. Good luck to both teams. Let's play ball.
The national anthem comes to an end. Both teams getting some final words. Huskies in the all white, Cedar Cliff in the blue and gray. 14 innings at least will be played today, pending a weather delay or a postponement, something along those lines. Game 1 of 2. And the ace for the Colts, Peyton Price, is on the bump. Peyton threw a 1.07 ERA last season. Had a lot of starts, a lot of quality starts at that. He threw, I believe he started the high school championship game for the state. That game, 13 innings of play. Cedar Cliff won it in the most fashionable way possible. They won it off of a walk-off balk. Blew up all over social media. You know, you don't usually see walk-offs in the state championship. A walk-off balk? In the MLB, you might see that once a season, if that. But for a state championship, that would be an anomaly, a one-of-a-kind. Speaking of anomalies, leading off for the Huskies, Evan Strohecker, hitting .440 on the season. He was an All-State second-teamer last year. So, last time out against Chambersburg, the Huskies took a loss. They threw their ace, Mills, so this is the second time the Huskies are facing a team's ace. But nonetheless, it's cold, but cold doesn't stop us from playing ball here. A lot of Cedar Cliff fans. So now we are ready for first pitch any moment now. Mifflin County got run ruled in both of the games against Cedar Cliff. Cedar Cliff's bus showed up about a half hour late. So they didn't really get to hit to their full extent. They didn't really get to take the field to their full extent. Strohecker in the all-white jerseys, white helmet. Husky dugout getting loud. The reigning state champs for the first time step into Capoliez Field. Strohecker, the left-handed hitting center fielder, steps into the plate. Price can throw up to 90. We are first pitch, and we are underway. Takes low for ball one. Strohecker early in the count. Every time Strohecker has taken a strike, the next pitch he has swung and he's got on base. I believe in all of this scenarios, but you don't usually see him go deep into counts. That's going to be outside. 2-0's the count to Strohecker. Just joining us, game 1 of 2 for a doubleheader. Husky dugout getting loud to our right. 2-0 pitch. Strohecker loves taking advantage. Takes strike one. Striker gives a little half shake of the head, doesn't agree with the call. But it's a 2-1 count to the center fielder, who's hitting 440. Strohecker chops weak one up the middle to go back to Price. Price throws it over to first for the first out. Batting Madden Weaver. Playing second base today. So Weaver, left-handed hitting second baseman, steps up to the plate. Shirey, the shortstop, on deck. First pitch, takes strike one. So now here comes the 0-1. Weaver takes outside for ball one. Love one's across the board. Top half of the first inning, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 0-0 our score. Or a couple of raindrops pregame. That one chopped foul. Back out of play. It'll be a 1-2 count. Shirey on deck. Leister in the hole. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for the senior. Sets and fires. Set up outside, holds off. 2-2 count. Price shakes the head, sets and fires. The right-hander takes a curveball outside, just slipped out of the hand. Will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. You almost got to expect the heat here. 3-2, got to go to your best pitch. Can't let a runner on here early. With Shirey on deck. Here's the 3-2. Take strike 3. It'll be first strikeout of the game for Price. Now batting Shirey comes up to the plate. So 2 up, 2 down for the Huskies. First pitch to Shirey. Take strike 1. Shirey, the right-hand hitting shortstop, takes outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Shirey already has a double here in the one home game that the Huskies have had. They won that on opening day. On opening day, that one's going to be fouled back. It'll be a 1-2 count. Last time they played here at Capolia's Field. Beat State College 2-1. Scored those runs in the first and the third inning. 1-2, 2 outs. Price trying to go 3 up, 3 down in the top half of this first inning of game 1. Price likes the call. Here's the 1-2. Swings through for strike 3. He's going to run it out. Throw it to first. 3 up, 3 down for the Huskies. So when we return, it'll be Boblick leading off for the Colts. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to MCTV Baseball. That's Mifflin County now takes no that girl against Altoona. Had 4 innings of play, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 1 unearned run. Zero and 0 on the season. So let's see if Gerwick can do what exactly Price did in the bottom half. 3 up, 3 down. Michael Boblik, Owen, Anastasi, Grant Enders due up in the inning. Then Ian Ripple, if we get there. Boblik, center fielder. Center fielder leads off for both of these teams. Right-handed hitter steps up into the box. Both dugouts getting a little louder. First pitch from Gerwick. Takes ball 1. Looked like it might have got the corner, but it didn't. Gerwick, a very quick pitcher. Here's the second. Swings through strike 2. Strike 1, my apologies. Gerwick sets, fires. Strike 2. After going up 1-0, quickly falls behind 1-2. Gerwick sets and fires the 1-2. He struck him out on the outside part of the plate. First K for Gerwick. Good and bad. Or good. Yeah, good and bad for Gerwick. Wind is blowing in from right center field. Gerwick sets, fires. That one misses on the outside part of the plate. Very similar to the first pitch for Gerwick. 1-0 count. 1 out. That one definitely outside. It'll be 2-0. It couldn't be anything above 45 degrees if I had to give a guess. A good estimate. Swings through strike 1. Got him on the splitter. Real feel is 38. Wind is 11 miles an hour. Gusts up to 22. That one in the left-handed hitter's batter's box. 3-1. Trying to get the first base runner of the game. That one's going to get hit to right field. Right fielder gets under it. 2 outs. Shot by Christine there. Luckily for the Huskies, the wind died down. It was just a nice, simple read. So now Grant Enders, the catcher, steps up to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Takes ball 1. Left-handed hitting catcher. Don't see left-handed catchers a lot. That one taken for strike 1. 1-1 count. 2 outs. That one popped up. Could be tricky. Shire gets under it. 3 up, 3 down. 6 up, 6 down through the entirety of the first. When we return, Price goes through 4, 5, 6 of the order. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to MCTV. We welcome you back to MCTV Baseball. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed a lot. 6 up, 6 down for the first inning. It'll be Leister Rubel due up in this inning. But first, we'll start with the senior first baseman, Chase Leister. He's been having good contact, just has been unlucky. That might be an understatement for Leister. There's a light, very light. When I say light, I mean 2 drops worth of rain that I felt. So don't get it twisted there. Make it 3. So the rain is slightly picking up, but that one half swing, Leister. 0-1. Leister steps and fires. That one's going to get hit to the right fielder for the first out. The unlucky streak for Leister almost feels like it continues through 4 games. Rubel and Leckley due up. Still in the inning. First pitch, called strike 1. That one dribbly hit to the second baseman. Throws in time for the second out. Now batting Easton Lepley, the catcher. Lepley had both RBIs in the win over State College. He also had an RBI against Altoona. Had a kind of a quiet game. That one's ripped center field. Center fielder giving chase. It's caught in center field. What a grab by the center fielder. Good cut by Lepley. Better play by the center fielder. So it'll be 3 up, 3 down once again. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you to the bottom of the second inning. If you're just joining us, my name's Aiden Stevens. You're watching MCTV Baseball. To end up the top half of the second, Easton Lepley had a great swing on the ball. Just the wind killed it. Any chance of it being a hit right into the center fielder's glove. But now batting this absolute giant Ian Ripple. This guy might be 6'4". Takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. That one's outside. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Takes ball outside. That one looked like it had a good part of the plate. 2-1. That one chopped to third. Rubel giving chase. Throw over to first. In time. What a play by Rubel. And the stretch by Leister. Now batting Peyton Price, the pitcher. Pitcher v. pitcher duel for the first time today. Gerwick sets, fires, popped high, foul out of play. Comes the 0-1. Weak dribbler to second. Throw to first. It's over the head. Price will stay on first. That's how a first base runner of the game gets on base. We're going to score to hit. Kind of a courtesy runner here. Number 13, Cy Sullenberger. First hit, first base runner. Price wins the first pitcher duel of the game. Now batting, number 24, Blake Sechrist. Caden Brain on deck. Take strike one. Runner takes his lead over at first. Pickoff. Ball gets away. Runner's going to take off to second. He's going to be at second, standing. Now they have a runner in scoring position. It's an 0-1 count. Sets fires. Sechrist gets a hold of one right field. Down the line. It's a foul ball. Inches away from it scoring at least one. That one might have even left the yard. The fence is 320. That one was hit 315. 0-2. One out. Runner in scoring position. There's the 0-2. Takes low and away for ball one. 1-2. 2 outs. 1 out. Runner in second. Talk between Leckley and Gerwick. Gerwick looks back at the runner at second. That one outside. 2-2. No double play in effect. 2-2. Gerwick sets, fires, takes inside. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. A walk would have a force at third. Sets, fires. That one ripped right field. That one's fair. It'll score at least one. The runner's over to second. We saw one that was foul. This one, it's safe. It's safe at second. It's fair. 1-0. Colts. Gerwick gets the call to Hayden Bryan. Takes ball outside, 1 out. Gerwick looks back, sets, fires. Outside, 2-0. Sets, fires. Takes, strike 2. 1. 1-2. 2-1. Mine's on a pretzel right now, apparently. 2-1's the count. 1 out. Runner on second. 1 in on the inning. Sets, fires. Misses the outside part of the plate. 3-1. The sun feels like for the first time that it is truly out and shining here at Capolia's Field. 3-1. Sets, fires. That one hit foul out of play. Will go full once more. Count is full. Comes the pitch. Takes outside for ball 4. Runners on first and second. Here comes Will Kohler. Takes outside for ball 1. 2-1. 1 across already in the inning. Here comes the 1-0. That one in the dirt, blocked by Lepley. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Take strike 1. Much needed strike for Gerwick. You don't want to go down 3-0. Gerwick sets and fires. Swings through strike 2. It's like the splitter got him there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here comes the 2-2. Swings through strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Gerwick. Now batting Keegan Edwards. Keegan, the third baseman. Two outs. Force out anywhere. That one just missed the mark. The 1-0 count. Here comes 1-0. It'll go 2-0. Top of the order, 2-0. Depending on if Edwards can reach base. Strike 1 called. 2-1. 2 outs. That one low away. 3-1. Here comes 3-1. Take strike 2. We'll go full. Runners will be off. Scoreboard is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gerwick. Sets. Fires. Takes strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Nice job from Gerwick to battle back. Huskies trail by 1. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. Welcome back to MCTV Baseball. If you're just joining us, Mifflin County's allowed 1 in the bottom half of the second. This is game 1 of 2 of a doubleheader, so Mifflin County are the visitors in this game. Price back onto the bump. We Hartung in the box. Takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Takes strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Hartung loops 1 to second. Gets under for the first out. Sun has decided to show itself once again. Kriffstein comes up to the plate. 7 up, 7 down for Price. Takes high, 1-0. Kriffstein played third a bunch last year. Switched to right. Swings through strike 1 while 1's across the board. Here comes the 1-1. Takes high. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Kriffstein. Price sets and fires. That one's going to get hit right field. Right fielder reaches up, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Mifflin County's having a lot of contact, just falling right into gloves. Strohecker on deck, 8 up, 8 down. Beamer steps up to the plate. The wind starts to pick up once more. Beamer swings through strike one. 0-1. That one hit back up the middle, right to Price. Price 9 up, 9 down for the 107 ERA pitcher from last season. Don't go anywhere. Bottom half of the third coming up. You're watching MCTV Baseball. Welcome you back to MCTV Baseball. Top of the order due up here. 1, 2, 3. Now batting number 2, Michael Boblick. 0-1 with a strikeout today. Trying to get a replica of the first inning. Squeezes a bunt. Goes around for strike one. That one popped up. Gerwick calls for it. Makes the catch. First out. So now batting. Number 1, Owen Anastasi. Steps up. First play. That'll be. They're going to call it a fair ball. They're going to send him around first. Go on his horse. He'll stop halfway. Owen Stassi gets on first base with a single down the third base line. Owen looked very close. I thought it was foul, but I thought it would be going foul. But now double play ball's in play. Looks back. Runner takes a half step over at first. They're going to squeeze. It's in the dirt. A perfect time to go, and another runner in scoring position for the Colts. Grant Anders up to the plate, then Ripple on deck. That one also in the dirt. 2-0. Two O's to count. That one, dead ball. Runner in scoring after a single to the left and a stolen base. 2-1, 1 out. To the 3-hitter. That one chopped down the line. Will be foul. 2-2. 1 out. Runner on second. Enders Vigad Gerwick for the second time. That one hit on a line to right field. That should score one. They're going to send him around the plate. The play at the plate, there is none. 2-0 Colts. Have a courtesy runner here. Number 11, Sammy Georges, goes on for Enders. Now batting Ripple. Definitely feels like Mifflin County should have more than 0 hits. Take strike one on the outside part of the plate. It's the 0-1. Pitch low and outside. One's across the board. One ball, one strike, one out. Runner on first. Swings through strike two. 1-2. Price on deck. Unless there being a double play. Gerwick fires. That's in the dirt. Good block by Lepley. Two, 1 out. Runner on first. Runner takes off that one. Hit. Left center field. It's in the gap. It'll score one. They're going to send him around. Shirey pumps. Everybody's safe everywhere. And it's a 2-run bottom half of the third, and it's a double for Ripple. Coach Hopple will call time. We'll take it with him. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. After the time, we welcome back to MCTV Baseball. Peyton Price comes up to the plate. Runner in scoring position. Gerwick sets and fires. Runner took a big lead over at second. Price reached on a hit to second. Swings through. 0-2 count. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second for the RBI double. Sets, fires. That one hit the second. Weaver over to first. In time. They're going to call him safe. Now there will be runners on the corners. I have a courtesy runner here. Once again. It'll be Cy Solenberger. Runners on the corners. 1 out. That one hit up the middle. It'll get down into the left center field gap. It'll score 1. The runner from first is going to go home. The play at the plate, there is none. And it is 5-0 Colts in game 1 of this doubleheader. I believe that'll be it for Gerwick. His Crowner was going to come in to relief. We're going to take a break while Crownover gets warmed up. Don't go anywhere. We're watching MCTV Baseball. Crownover's done warming up. Gerwick is now over at first. Runner in scoring position. Crownover's first ball's in the dirt. 1 out. Crownover sets, fires. That's also in the dirt. 2 out. Sets, fires. That one also in the dirt. Runner's going to take off for third. The play at the bag. He is out. Big play by Easton. Leftley to gun the runner out at third. 3-0 count. 2 outs now. Takes outside. It's a 4-pitch walk for Crownover. Sets, fires. Throws strike one. Swinging. 0-1. Crownover takes a look back. Swings to strike two, and it's an 0-2 count. 0-2, 2 outs. Cedar Cliff has scored 4 in the bottom half of the third inning. Game 1 of this doubleheader. Cedar Cliff is the home team. That gets in the gap. Runner goes from station to station. Cedar Cliff has their 6th hit of the inning. Two outs. That's the good news for the Huskies. Bad news is they're down 5-0 and they've allowed 4. That's half of the inning. Takes ball 1 low. This is the 9th hitter of the inning. Edwards, and then Boblic's back up. If we get there, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Takes strike one. Fouled back. Right back. And it hit a dog. The doggo looks happy and okay. That's the good news. Pitch. In the dirt. 3-2 runners will be off. Dog still got its tongue out. It's happy. That's nothing to worry about there. Took that like a champ, though. That looked to be 90, 95 plus off the bat. Here comes the full count pitch. That one hit left field. Giving chase to it. It is a fair ball. It'll be another run scored. It'll be a 2-run scoring double for the Colts. 6 in this inning, and the entire lineup has gone through in this third inning. 7-0 Colts. Mifflin County's gotten 1 out in the last 8 batters. Public steps up to the plate. Takes strike one. 0-1 count. Takes strike two. Here comes the 0-2. That one in the dirt, blocked by Lepley. One, 2 outs. Sets, fires. That one hit middle. Shirey throws over to first in time for the third and final out. 6 scored by Cedar Cliff. Mifflin County just trying to chip away into that lead. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. The rain has gone from a 0.1 to a 0.3, I'd say, on the severity meter. Is it weirdly enough, it always feels like it rains in between innings. Stracker trying to break up the no bid through 3. Strohacker steps up to the plate. Strohacker versus Price, round 2. Sets, fires, takes strike 1. Now the rain's definitely picked up as long as with the wind as well. Takes strike 2. First time Strohacker's been in a 2-strike count all season, if I'm not mistaken. Sets, fires, takes outside 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 to the All-State second-team center fielder. Sets and fires, takes outside. Now, as this rain is really starting to pick up here. Here comes the 2-2 to Stro. Sets and fires. Up the middle, Strohacker. Nice play by the shortstop. Throw over to first. In time for the out. Weaver now comes up to the plate. Weaver now steps up to the plate. Weaver bunts it foul. I don't want to say it, but he has a perfect game going. 10 up, 10 down. Does not have a lot of strikeouts, Bryce does. Sets, fires. That one hit down the line. Nice agility from head coach Ray Hopple. Getting out of the way of that one. 0-2 is the count. So now as the rain's getting visible in the wind, once again picks up in strength. Takes high and inside. 1-2. One balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Price sets and fires. Takes 2-2. The sun is shining, but the rain picks up. I don't understand the weather today. Takes outside. We'll go full. It's almost like the rain is blowing slightly from right to left. Price to try and keep the perfect game alive. Swings at it. Out at first. 11 up, 11 down. My apologies for any unnecessary camera movement. Trying to dry off the camera, make sure the quality. I'm sure we don't lose any equipment. That would be bad. Shirey now steps up to the box. Swings third strike 1. Takes high 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Swings through strike two. 11 up, 11 down for Price. He's over halfway through a perfect game. You need to go through 21 batters. That one hit over the second baseman's head. It'll get down for a single. And the no-no and the perfect game are broken up by Shirey, who reaches on with a single. Parker Cranover now steps up into the plate. Looks back. Price does. Sets and fires. Takes ball one low. Takes strike one. One, 2 outs, runner on first. Pick off and safely. Takes curveball, strike two. I believe School's getting out here. It's almost. Swings through strike three. That'll be on the end of the inning. When we return, Cedar Cliff tries to get some more hits. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. Welcome back to MCTV Baseball. The rain has momentarily stopped, but the wind has momentarily picked up. So, if you're just joining us, it's 7-0 advantage Colts. Scored 6 in the bottom half of the third. Jude Zook steps onto the mound for the Huskies. So Cronover got through one inning. We might see him a little bit in game two. Here comes the first pitch from Zook. Misses outside. Ball one. 1-0. That one low and away. That one hit down the line, foul. Two balls, one strike. Zook sets and the pitch. That one missed up. 3-1. 3-1 is the count. Popped up. Foul out of play. That one landed somewhere. Full count pitch. Called strike 3. 1 up, 1 down for Zook. First pitch. High and outside. Ball 1. That one hit down the first base line. Gets the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down quickly. Zook sets and fires. Takes ball 1. 2 up, 2 down for Zook here in the center. Takes outside 2-0. Zook sets and fires. Takes outside 3-0. Takes strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Sets, fires. Takes ball 4 low. That one hit to center field. Strohacker giving chase. It's under it for the 3rd out. That'll end the 4th. Mifflin County trails by 7. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to MCTV Baseball. Mifflin County in the top of the fifth is trying to get some bats going here. I'll start on the bat of Lincoln Rubel. Rubel v. Price here. Price quickly sets and fires, takes low, 1-up. Swings at one in the dirt, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Sets, fires. That one weak dribbler to third, going to be a tough play. Play at first. In time for the first out of the inning. Lepley steps up into the plate. Sets, fires. That one chopped. It'll get by. Mifflin County as their second out of the game. Lepley got robbed of a double at least. That time he gets a single. The courtesy runner, Cooper Walters. That one hit foul out of play. Price looks back at first. Sets and fires. Hartung hits one to first. 3-6. He's in there safely. Not saves the double play. Lead runner is out. Nice hustle by Hartung there to beat it out the throw. Chris Knight steps into the box with 2 outs. Swings through strike one. Oh, 1. 2 outs. Runner on first. Top half of the fifth. Chris Knight swings through strike 2. Hartung back to second. It's 0-2, 2 outs. Oh, 2. 2 outs. Chris Knight. They're going to call strike 3. That'll be the end of the top of the fifth. And we return 3 runs for Cedar Cliff would end the game. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you to the bottom of the fifth inning. Mifflin County trails by 7. Cedar Cliff has 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Mifflin County 0 runs off 2 hits and 1 error. Price has thrown 5 innings of 2-hit baseball. Here comes the first pitch. Takes high for ball 1. 1-0 would be the count. That one hit. Luckily giving chase out of play. 1-1 count. One ball, one strike. That one gets hit up the middle for a base hit. Stay at first, and it's the 10th hit of the game for the Colts. That one hit short. 6-4. 3 double play. Zook fires the first pitch. That one didn't hit the corner. 1-0's the count. That one's in the dirt. 2-0. There's the 2-0. It's also in the dirt. 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Take strike 1. Doesn't take all the way mode there. Swings through strike 2. We're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one outside. Ball 4. Cedar Cliff has another base runner in the inning. On deck for the Colts is the leadoff hitter. We've reached the bottom of the order. Comes the first pitch. Take strike 1. Runner on first. 0-1 count. Runner takes off for second. Throw it down. It's going to be called for a ball. He's in there easily. Great jump. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. It's in the dirt. 2-1. 2-1's the count, 2 outs. That one popped foul. 2's across the board. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Outside. We'll go full. Runners will not be off because the only runners. It wouldn't be a force out. Top of the order due up. 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. That one inside. It'll be a walk. Now the winning run is technically at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Takes high, ball 1. One 0, 2 outs, runner on first and second. We can chopper down the third base line. Will stay foul. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Sets and fires. Takes strike 2. One, two outs, sets, fires. That one clubbed left center field. Strohecker giving chase. It's caught, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 6 outs left to go. Unless the Huskies can score 7 runs and tie it. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to MCTV Baseball. Top of the 6th inning. It's ready to commence. Mifflin County currently trails. Comes up to the plate, Cooper Walters. I have Walters pinch hitting for Beamer. Strohecker and Weaver also due up. Fouled back. Oh, one's the count to Walters. Walters, we know, has a lot of speed on him. That one hit down the line will be foul. 0-2 will be the count. Takes outside. 1-2's the count. New pitcher on the mound for Cedar Cliff. Swings through strike three, didn't get tagged out to throw down. And time for the first out. Miller's on the bump right now. Bunt by Strohecker. That one line drive, pretty much right above my head. So it looks like Cedar Cliff will improve to 2-2. Mifflin County will drop to 1-3. Takes low. 1-1's the count. Strohecker. It's one to second base. Throw over to first. In time for the out. Top of the sixth inning. Nice curveball for strike one. Takes ball one. Sets and fires. Takes ball high. 2-1. Two one, two outs, top half of the sixth. Misses low and away, 3-1. Time called by Weaver. First batter time of the game, I believe. Weaver going through in his routine. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Sets and fires. Takes strike 2. Full count. Scoreboard is all lit up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mifflin County's next game is Wednesday at Mechanicsburg. Sets and fires. That one hit back up the middle for a single. Weaver is the 3rd hit of the game for the Huskies. Weaver tried to go to 2. We'll go back to first. Batting, Carl Shire. He got the team's first hit in his last plate appearance. That one high and inside. Ball one. Shirey chops it to third. Throw over to first. Picked out of the ground for the third out. When we return, Cedar Cliff tries to add on some insurance. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to MCTV Baseball. Zook still going on the mound for the Huskies. So now Zook faces 2, 3, 4 in the lineup for the Colts. Sets, fires, takes ball one on the outside part of the plate. Takes strike one. Weak hit center field. Center fielder giving chase. That's the first out. That one hit center field as well. Back-to-back plate appearances. Back-to-back flyouts to center. Ian Ripple steps up to the plate now. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. That one clubbed center field. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight flyouts to the center fielder. Mifflin County needs to pull off a miracle here in the top half of the 7th. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball. We welcome you back to the top half of the 7th inning here at Capolia's Field. Cedar Cliff scored 6 in the bottom of the 3rd, and that's really been it, other than a run in the bottom of the 2nd. So Zook's going to lead off for the Huskies. Miller's still out there trying to pick up the hold, I guess. First pitch. Zook hits it to the shortstop. Quick out. Last 4 pitches have all been outs. Rubel and Lepley could be the last 2 batters, but you never know. This is game 1 of 2 of this doubleheader. Here is the first pitch to Rubel. Takes low and away for throwing inside. My apologies for ball 1. That one takes high, 2-0. Miller sets and fires to Rubel. Takes inside for strike 1. Oh, I nearly hit Rubel. Still call it a strike. Here comes the 2-1. That one clubbed high into the Husky bullpen. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Rubel. Takes low. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sets, fires the payoff. That one hit him. Rubel walks it off, goes to first. Batting Easton Lepley. Sets, fires, takes strike 1. Double play would end the game. McKnight is on deck. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through strike 2. Runner takes off for second. That one's a ball. Throw down. He's in there safely. Rubel is a stolen base. Huskies, for the first time all game, have a runner in scoring position. Time's called. I believe this will be pitch calm. A 1-2 sets, fires. That's in the dirt. Two, 1 out. Buckley's had some really good contact. Takes outside on the slider. Count is full. 3-2. 1 out. Sets, fires, swings through strike 3. Now batting Austin McKnight for the Huskies. Two out, scoring position for the Huskies, down by 7. Swings through strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Take strike 2, and the Huskies down to their last strike in game 1 of this doubleheader. McKnight in the box. It's the 0-2. Rubel takes off. That's strike 3. And that is game 1. Mifflin County drops it to the Colts 7-0. We hope to see you in about a half hour, 45 minutes time for game 2 of our doubleheader. Don't go anywhere. Maybe, grab a snack, get a bite to eat. We'll see you here in about 30 minutes time. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCTV Baseball.